imagine you have like one cycle in time that is a fraction of a second long. And with pulse width modulation, it means that if the fixture is 100% on, the fixture is 100% on of the time. If the fixture is at 50% then brightness, and I want to have 50% brightness output, then theoretically, without any compensation or anything, this fixture would be on 50% of this cycle. If I'm looking at 25% brightness, it would be on 25% of this time that I'm looking at. So basically, it's tricking our eye in seeing a source that is always the same brightness, darker by shortening the time. Because we only, like with the human eye, we only recognize fluid motion after 25 pictures per second, or 25 hertz, basically. The PWM frequency needs to be higher than that, obviously, because if I'm looking at the light is on for a fraction of the time of that cycle, the frequency needs to correct that. So usually if we're looking at lighting LED lights while dimming, for our naked eye to not see a flicker, the frequency would need to be higher than 200 hertz. Cameras work a bit differently because the camera looks at just a fraction of the image. And depending on the camera type, they actually read the image from top to the bottom. So, and that takes a certain amount of time. If the PWM frequency matches exactly what the camera would take, for example, for a frame, and they are in sync, basically, it could mean that the camera is always taking a picture when the LED light in its cycle, unfortunately, is off, which is not something that we want to have. So we kind of need to make sure that the LED light is a lot faster than that. So we make sure that the light is always on when the camera would take a picture. So that's why we need a certain amount of frequency to not cause interference with the camera. So the Infinity fixture has a PWM range from 1.1 to 1.6K, which might seem low, but the clever thing about that is that it can be incremented or decremented in steps of 10 hertz. So that means even if I'm running into an interference or a rolling shutter, I can be able to adjust the PWM frequency by just a little bit, so I'm just getting into what I need to have, at the same time while being able to maintain that super high resolution for the dimming that we need for our smooth dimming. Very high frequency means I'm having a potentially low resolution for the dimming, which doesn't give me enough headroom inside the fixture to calibrate the fixture properly and to maintain a good dimmer curve. So in order to reach that and to get to the point where it's having smooth dimming, I think Infinity chose the exactly right path to limit the PWM frequency to 1.6K at the end. But at the same time, this is still high enough to even work with like high frequency cameras to not show a valid flicker or to not show any rolling shutter artifacts or any other issues that might occur with cameras. So I think it's a very good balance between quality of dimming versus resolution.